and messages on LinkedIn quickly using AI with a persona. A lot of people don't know this, but you could use artificial intelligence integrated into LinkedIn. And in our course, Evergreen AI, we teach you 20 different tools to use. So if you want to learn AI, go to newaicourse.com and you can watch a course on how to use artificial intelligence. But let me dig right into LinkedIn. But first, let me stop sharing my screen for a minute and tell you why I use artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is not used by me to replace you as a human connecting with other humans. It's not there to replace you. As a matter of fact, people often ask me, Joe, is AI going to replace jobs? Is it going to replace my job? I don't think AI is going to replace your job. I think other people that know how to use AI will replace the role that you have because you don't know how to use AI in your role effectively. So someone that knows how to use it effectively can be much more effective in your role. So for example, if you're a digital marketer, you don't know how to use AI, someone that's a digital marketer that knows how to use AI will be able to get done 10 times more than you can do, and the quality will be higher as well. So you learning how to use AI can really be beneficial. That's one of the reasons why we're teaching people how to use AI and why we're launching an AI mastermind on January 30th. And we're going to be teaching AI every single month in a group. People that learn in a group are much stronger and they learn much faster. So it's going to be like a community of people learning together. But if you just want to take our course, you can go to newaicourse.com. If you want to learn our mastermind, just type in mastermind in the comments and I will send you a link to that mastermind. But let's dig right into LinkedIn right now. If you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay, just tell me what city you're dialing in from in the comments below. I'm going to be checking out the comments on a regular basis. But the first thing I want to do before I dig into LinkedIn is I want to show you the user agreement of LinkedIn, because a lot of people have questions about the LinkedIn user agreement and if you're allowed to use artificial intelligence, if you're not allowed to use artificial intelligence, what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. So let me pull open the user agreement on LinkedIn and share my screen real quick and just show it to you. But do me a favor and go in the chat and let's have a conversation. Okay, so let me pull open the LinkedIn user agreement. I'm going to click on window so I can share my entire window with you and you can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, so this is the LinkedIn user agreement. So if you go to linkedin.com/legal/user agreement, you'll see there's a lot of different things. What are the things that you're allowed to do? Comply with all the laws, provide accurate information, use your real name. These are the things that you should do. Don'ts, 8.2. So 8.2 says you will agree you're not going to falsely identify yourself on LinkedIn, develop or use software, devices or scripts or robots or crawlers to scrape services and copy, ever, disclose information, violate intellectual copyright stuff, deep linking to services for the purpose to promote your profile, use bots or automated methods to access services, add or download contacts, or add or redirect messages, monitor services availability. These are all things that do not comply with the LinkedIn terms and conditions. Fortunately, our tool, Evie AI, that we produced, doesn't do any of those things. It literally just writes content for you and it writes comments, but it doesn't do it without your help. Also, we have a platform. If you go to evieai.com and you get started, you're able to click on Go to App and you can go into the back end of Evie AI and you're able to click on the post writer over here and you're able to tell it what you want to write a post about, and it'll just go ahead and write that post. Makes it really, really easy for you to do that. And if you add personas on the left here, you're able to add different personas for the different companies. So I have Ajax Union, Joe Apfelbaum, Evie AI, Evergreen, and I'll show you how to use this in real time right now on LinkedIn. So this is one tool that I really appreciate using, really, really powerful. I'm going to refresh this screen right over here just to see who's leaving comments here. Guys, do leave a comment. Let me know what AI tools you're using. Are you using it? Are you not using it? I'm just curious to know. Go ahead, leave me a comment. Also, give me a little heart. If you're seeing this right now live, give me a little heart. Okay, it looks like people are dialing in from Saudi Arabia and from North New Jersey. Hey, Sean, good to see you here. Thank you for being here. This is one of the ways that you can see somebody's stuff on LinkedIn is by going to their recent activity. Now, the beauty is we allow you to save profiles as well. So if you want to see anybody's recent activity on LinkedIn, you're able to save their profile. And with one click of a button, for example, if I want to look at Will's profile and see his recent activity, I just click on see recent activity. And now I'm able to just pull it up right over here. I'm able to give him a like right over here. And I'm able to simply, you see, I can select my persona. I can hit generate, and it'll generate a comment that knows who I am. It knows what tone I want to use. What is my goal? Great post. It knows I'm the CEO and a marketing expert. And I just press insert. Now I'm going to tag Jonathan here. Okay, Jonathan B. Smith. See, I could just click in here. I could press the @ sign. I can go to the end of his name. You see that? Jonathan B. Smith. Congratulations on Jonathan. And then boom. Now Jonathan gets tagged. I'm the only one that left a comment on this post. So Will notice me. Jonathan will notice me. And also Will's clients that look at his profile will also notice me. You see that? So this is extremely powerful. If you want to stay top of mind with somebody, leaving comments like that can be extremely, extremely useful. Most people aren't doing this correctly, and therefore they're not staying top of mind strategically with their contacts. Here's something I always say: the right strategy will save you a decade. Most people are posting and ghosting, but they're not actually replying to comments. By the way, if you're here live, let me know what time it is by you. I'm curious to know what time is it in your area. I just spoke to somebody in Texas, which is Central Time, and I was confused about what time it was. So let me know in the comments what time it is right now in your area. If you're watching the replay, let me know the date and the time. I'm always curious to know when people are watching this. And as you can see, I can like each person's comment over here really easy. And if you're watching this live, also give me a heart. If you're watching the replay, give me a light bulb. Okay, heart for live, light bulb for replay. All right, let's dig right in. So I recently posted on LinkedIn that I am the founder of Evie AI. So if you go to your notifications and you click on mentions, you'll see all the different posts that mention you. But if you click on my posts, you'll see all the different posts that you've had and the comments that people have left. So this post went out pretty well for a Sunday, at least. You see that? I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as founder of Evie AI. It's scary for me to add this on LinkedIn for a few reasons. But first, I want to celebrate with you my huge milestone. I'm committed to helping 1 million people. So far, we impacted 1,000 people. And with each milestone, I want to celebrate with you, letting you know what's going on. Okay? So I posted this. 208 people liked it. 91 people commented. Now, I want to reply to each comment over here. So I'm going to give this a like. And I'm going to hit reply over here with Evie AI, which makes it much, much easier for me to reply. And what I'm going to say, thanks for the comment. I appreciate celebrating with you. Okay, now that is my little prompt that I'm adding here, but I'm going to have Evie AI actually read the comment, read the prompt that I added, and make it a little more customized. You see the way it changed it? Thanks for the comment, Mark. I appreciate celebrating this milestone with you. It's great to have your support and blessings. Looking forward to updating you on the progress and the features of AI. Stay tuned. You see that? That is much better than the comment that I left initially. Do you guys agree or disagree? Just write agree in the chat if you think it's much better, much more professional. It's still using my tone of voice, but it is using it in a nicer way. You see that? I'm going to tag him to notify him. I'm going to press reply. I don't have to tag every single time because they still get notified if I reply to his comment. But this also loads up in his mention section in the notifications, which is really nice little touch. So if I want to reply to, I don't know, let's say 50 comments, because I replied some, it would probably take me a minute to reply to each comment. But using this method, it cuts it down to about 10 seconds to reply to each person. And if I'm doing 50 of them, 50 times 10 is 500 seconds instead of 5,000 seconds. So as you can see, this will just take me a few minutes, and I'll go through each person, and I'll give each person a custom reply that mentions their names. And if I have to mention their name, I might do a misspell by accident or something. But over here, using this tool, I can't break it. There's no way for me to by mistake mention something that doesn't work. I literally just put in my persona, I press reply, it actually puts their whole name over here. You see that? And it gives a completely separate reply based on their reply, based on who they are. It's really, really powerful. So as you can see, this is super useful, super helpful. And if you're not using a tool like this, then it can take you a lot of time for you to mention everybody's name, reply to each person, and it's just so powerful to be able to do this. Now, you don't have to add anything to it, you could literally just hit reply and it'll, as long as you have your persona, it knows who you are. And if you pay for premium, you get the 10 times smarter version, which is GPT-4. But I highly recommend using a tool like this because you don't actually have to enter anything over here. With no context, it already knows exactly what to say. If you add context to it, it gets even smarter. So as you can see, I'm literally replying to each person over here. And every time I reply to a person, they get notified and they come back to the post. And you see, I just have a couple more replies to do. And very, very quickly, I'm able to reply to each person. I'm curious to know, are you finding this helpful? Write helpful in the chat. I also want to show you how to reply to messages on LinkedIn as well. Okay, so if you go to messages and you see over here, hope all is well. I want to let him know everything is great. Life is a blessing. Curious to know if you want to try out heavyai.com. Would love your feedback. Okay, so if I want to reply with that, life is a blessing. Whoops. I'll do it again. I lost it. Let me put on my persona. Life is a blessing. Thank you. Would you be open to trying out heavyai.com? Would love your feedback. Okay. I'm going to copy this so I have it. I'm going to press reply. Now it's going to read our entire conversation and it's going to know that life is a blessing. Thank you for the birthday wishes, John, blah, blah, blah. Do you see that? I could just insert that. I don't really like this message so much. I'm just going to take that off and I'm going to say, thank you so much. I'm going to press regenerate. Let's see what it does. Really appreciate your kind words. It's always a pleasure connecting on LinkedIn. Have a fantastic day. You see that? I press insert and I press send. Now, sometimes the AI doesn't really know what's going on. It's kind of like lost. It confuses who said what. But that's why you have that little prompt box there that a lot of people don't really even know about. And people don't even know how to use it. But if I want to reply to each person, I could just generate a reply. Life is a blessing. Would you be open to trying out EviAI? Let's see what he says over here, because he congratulated me as the founder of EviAI. Hi, Joe. Life is a blessing. Thank you for the positive reminder. I'm always trying new things and providing feedback, so I'd be happy to try out EviAI. Have a fantastic day. So it thinks, based on this prompt here, it thinks that I'm communicating on behalf of Brian. I'm just going to say, I am Joe, and I want to ask Brian if he can try out heavyai.com. Let's see what it does now. Regenerate. Hey, Brian, hope you're doing well. I wanted to share something exciting with you. I'm Joe, the CEO of Evergreen, specializes in training professionals on LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. Way too long. Make the comment 20 words or less. Let's see what it does now. Regenerate. Still thinks that I am that. All right, let's cancel this. That did not work right. Let's try it this way. Instead of saying life is a blessing, I'm just going to say, thank you for trying out EviAI.com. Would you be willing to try EviAI.com? Let's try that. Okay. Regenerate. Now, if you're not getting a good response with 3.5, I do recommend using 4.0. Okay, so I'm going to regenerate. I'm going to delete all this that's here. I'm going to press regenerate now with 4. And let's see if it actually regenerates with 4 and it knows who I am. 3.5 is good, but it's not great. It's not as smart. It doesn't really know everything. But 4 is 10 times smarter. Okay, so now it knows who I am properly. Oh my God, that is a much better response. So look at that. Hi, Brian. I'm obviously going to delete Joe Apfelbaum. Hey, Brian. Hope you're welcome for the lunch offer. I'm really excited about the venture, and I'm glad to support like you. Speaking of ventures, I recently launched a new software. Blah, blah, blah. Are you willing? Okay, so look at that. So good. See, he sent me this whole long thing. Really nice, the congratulations he gave me. You see that? And now I'm able to respond to him properly. Now, if 3.5 is not working for you properly, just like I was having trouble, I do recommend using 4 because for cost us 10 times as much, but it is 10 times smarter. Okay? Doing well. I'm just going to write doing well. So I could just write doing well to somebody, but if I want to be able to like go deeper with somebody, thank you, Joe. No response is necessary. Okay, so that's fine. No response is necessary. I'm not going to respond. Many thanks, Joe. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so that's good. I don't have to respond to that. Congratulations, he wrote. Are your career move? So over here, I actually want to let him know about that. I'm going to use 4.0 with that same comment, and let's see what it does for me. Life is a blessing. Thank you. Would you be open to trying evei.com? Would love your feedback. Okay. Okay. Hi, Maury. So you see that? Hi, Maury. I'm going to delete this, obviously, because I don't want that to come up. Hey, Maury, Tribe is truly a blessing. I'm thrilled. Revolutionize. I would like to get your feedback. Let me know if you could do that. Okay. So he sent me this whole long thing for me to do. And so I sent him this whole long thing over here, and I hope that he reads my response. But I get a lot of these messages. I want to stop the share for just a moment just to kind of emphasize something here. I want to emphasize something to you. I get a lot of messages from people every single day with different things, promoting their products and services, whatever it is. And often I don't have the time to respond to the people. I don't have the time. But using AI, it helps me be able to respond. Now, I have to learn how to mess with the AI and customize it a little bit so that it sounds like me. And it's not always going to be perfect. Sometimes I have to learn the right way to use the tools in order for it to do what I want it to do, because it's not going to come out right. You saw I failed a bunch of times with using my own tool. With using ChatGPT, you're going to fail too if you're not using it correctly or if you're using the wrong version. The 3.5 version isn't brilliant. It's smart, but it isn't brilliant. 4 is 10 times smarter, but again, it costs 10 times more. And it's a little bit slower as well. So I would recommend, instead of trying it and saying, oh, it's stupid, it doesn't work, is testing it out in different ways. Try a different prompt, try a different persona, try a different version of it. We're soon going to be implementing Google Bard, Anthropic Cloud, Pi.ai. When all those APIs become available, we're going to implement it into evei. We're also going to increase the price for evei. So if you decide to go premium, now's the time to go premium with the tool. Okay, if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer your questions. Let's get right back into LinkedIn right now, just so that we can see what's going on. And I showed you how to leave comments. I showed you how to reply to direct messages. What is the cost for premium? It's $29 a month right now, or $180 a year. So that's the price that we have it as of today, but the price is going to be going up soon. So Dottie, if you decide to get it, now's the best time to get it, as we're still rolling out new features. We're going to be rolling out this really cool new feature that's coming out very, very soon, that allows people to be able to create lists of their LinkedIn connections. That is just going to be a game changer. So, and you'll be able to summarize people's LinkedIn profiles. So check this out. So if I want to see all the comments over here, by the way, if I want to see all the comments, I can see all the comments, but I can't really see every comment. So what I need to do is I need to go to my profile, view profile. Check this out. I go to view profile, and then I got to go to my recent activity. I got to scroll down to my recent activity and do show all posts. And then I click on comments, and then I can truly see everybody's comment. You see that? Okay, so now if I want to reply to Dottie, I can go in here. I can say checkout www.evei.com/upgrade for current pricing. Okay, so if you go there, you can check the current pricing, Dottie, which is awesome. Now, what my goal is to help people with using LinkedIn. So I'm curious to know, what is your industry? In the chat, go ahead, put in your industry. My industry is B2B marketing, AI for LinkedIn, AI business development training. These are my industries. Okay, so go ahead, put your industries in the comments. I'd love to hear what your industry is. And I want to show you how easy it is to use tools like this to help you with getting more clients in your particular industry. because a lot of people don't really understand the power of these tools and how to use them. And I want to quickly just show you. Okay, so if you want to be able to see, if you're on a live and you want to be able to see all the comments, you just go to the person's profile, you go to linkedin.com, and you go to their profile and you check out all the recent activities, you click on comments, and then you get two options. You can see the most relevant comments, or you can see the most recent comments. I'm going to do the most recent comments. There's a little drop down. And as you can see, Dottie said B2B leadership, coaching, and consulting. So I'm going to say thank you so much. Let's create a post for you with Evie AI now. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go into Dottie's profile. Okay. I'm going to go into Dottie's profile. And I'm going to actually save Dottie. Dottie's a client of mine. She took our LinkedIn program, and she's a client of mine. So I want to make sure that I'm top of mind with her. She's also a Scorpio, just like me. And I think she has the same birthday as me. Dottie, we share the same birthday. That's crazy. It's crazy. How many people do you know that have the same birthday as you? Okay, so you click on recent activities. I can see all her activities. And now her stuff is all on LinkedIn. So if I want to create a post that Dottie can use, the first thing that I would want to do is, first of all, I want to stay top of mind with Dottie. So I'm going to give her a like over here. I'm going to click on comment. And inside the comment box, in just a minute, you're going to see a little purple icon. Do you guys see that icon? So I'm going to click on the purple icon. Now, LinkedIn's behaving a little bit slow right now because I'm using a lot of resources on this laptop. I should probably close a couple things here. But you should be able to see what I am doing here on LinkedIn. Now I'm going to use a persona called Joe Apfelbaum, and I'm going to generate a 3.5 comment, which is a little bit faster, but not as smart as 4. And somebody recently asked me, Joe, is it true that your tool is slower than ChatGPT? It's not slower than ChatGPT. It just doesn't stream, and we could add streaming to it, but it just prepares the text and then sends it to you. So you don't see it typing it up. Okay, so check this out. Very, very nice. I totally approve that comment. And boom, now I just left a comment and I stayed top of mind with Dottie. So I was one of 4 people that left a comment. That was from a day ago. Now, if I want to go to Dottie's profile, I'm going to click on Dottie's profile over here. And I see who she is, what she does. I'm going to go to her About section. You see that? This is her About section over here. And I'm going to figure out who she is. Okay, she's the president of Implied Coaching, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. This is great. So I see that she's a leadership coach, a consultant, and a speaker. So I'm going to go into Evie AI right now, and I'm going to create a new persona. I'm going to click Personas. I'm going to add a persona. I'm not going to add a picture. I'm just going to write Dottie, Posto. I'm going to click Person. I'm going to say Coaching, keyword, leadership, coaching, training. Okay, and let's see what else she has over here. Speaker. Okay. Oh. Let's see. I'm gonna go in here. Something is loading there. I don't know what loaded, but okay. I'm gonna put her tone as professional over here. Do you see? Speaker. By the way, guys, can you see this? I'm curious to know. Let me go back into the comments of LinkedIn just to make sure. Say I see it, Joe, if you can actually see what I'm doing here. I'm not really sure if you guys can see what I'm doing or not. So just write I see it in the chat so I can make sure that you guys are seeing what I'm doing. I'm not entirely sure if you guys can see it. Oh, I got to go back to my recent comments, my recent activity, go back to show all posts. I'm curious to know if you guys can see this right now. Let me go into the comments over here just to see if anyone's even looking or I'm just talking to myself. I'm going to consider most relevant. See how backwards it is for me to have to see the most recent comments? Okay, I don't see it, Mark says. I just see my profile, Dottie said. Okay, so let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing and let me share again. I'm really glad that you guys said that. Okay, so I'm going to click again, share. I'm going to click on activity, and hopefully you guys can see everything now. Can you guys see now? I don't see it, Mark said. Dottie says I can't see it. Okay, no. Okay, good. All right, so now hopefully you guys could see my recent activity. I'm going to change the tab to this tab. I'm going to say share this tab instead. So I went to app.eviai.com. I clicked on personas. I clicked on add a new persona. I wrote Dottie. I wrote coaching. I wrote leadership coaching and trainer. I changed her tone to professional. Do you guys see that? I'm going to say I am Dottie Posto. I am a leadership coach and consultant. Now I'm going to go back to her profile and I'm going to share this tab instead. I'm back in your profile. I'm going to see if I can pull any information about who you are in your about section. And I'm going to say, he's complaining about the one leader. Are they controlling, micromanaging, blah, blah, blah. Having a leader who is creating fear, blah, blah, blah. If you spend, I can help you grow. So I'm going to write, I can help you. Clients come to me when. Okay, I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go back into EviAI, into the persona section. I'm going to share this tab instead. Okay, now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to paste that. Okay, I can help you grow leaders so they develop highly engaged, productive teams, create measurable results. I help CEOs shore up gaps and flourish. Clients call me when, blah, 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 blah. I am also a speaker and trainer. Okay, I'm going to press Save Persona. And now it actually saved a persona called Dottie into my EviAI. You see that? It saved that. I have a persona called Dottie. I could also add her photo to it. I did not add her photo to it. Now, if I want to create a post in the post writer, I'm going to click on post writer. By the way, are you guys able to see this now? Can you guys see me in the post writer? I'm curious to know. Yes, I see it. No, I don't see it. In the chat, let me know. The reason I'm asking you that is because if you don't see it, I'll pause and I'll reshare my screen. I'll stop sharing and reshare it. LinkedIn sometimes bugs out, but I want to show you how this works. And also, if you're watching this, put in your keyword. So I could do this. Put in what keyword or what topics you want me to talk about with the AI on your behalf. Now, this is me using EviAI, okay? I can also show you how to use ChatGPT, but it would just be a little bit different using ChatGPT than using EviAI. And I can show you the difference between the two. But let me know that you can see this. I'm going to click on most recent comments. Let me know that you can see this. I can see post creation. Okay, thank you, Dottie. Okay. Let me go back to Dottie's topic. Guys, let's put up some topics for Dottie. B2B leadership coach and consulting. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. I'm going to say, create a LinkedIn post about the benefits of hiring a leadership coach and consultant. You see? Create a LinkedIn post about the benefits of hiring a leadership coach and consultant. I'm going to choose the persona Dottie. Okay. Now it's already having a professional tone. I'm going to make it informative here. And over here, I'm going to provide value. Okay. So you see that I chose the goal, the tone, the persona. I wrote the topic. Now I'm going to use version 4. I'm going to press generate. And let's see what the AI writes. Now, one of the benefits of using artificial intelligence to help you create content is with the persona is that you don't have to keep training it on who you are. And also, you can do this right within LinkedIn. So if I go into LinkedIn, I'm going to share this tab instead while it gets generated. If I go into LinkedIn and I go to the homepage of LinkedIn, you see there's a homepage of LinkedIn. I go to the top of the homepage. I click on Start a Post. I click on Start a Post. I click on Start a Post. The little Start a Post box opens up, and I have the little EviAI logo here. If I click in this EviAI logo, I have the post writer built into LinkedIn right over here. I can select the Dottie persona. Do you see I selected Dottie? It's already here. And I can tell it write a post about why Dottie is the best coach and consultant for any business. Okay? Now press generate, it'll generate here. So let me go back to the post writer here just to kind of show you what was already created. Let me go back to share this tab instead. Okay, so if you go in here, you'll see, ever wondered why your business isn't scaling as it should? You've got a great product, a solid business plan, a dedicated team, but something's missing. The answer could be your leadership. As a B2B consultant, coach and consultant, I've seen firsthand how effective leadership can transform a business. It's not about just making decisions. It's about inspiring your team, fostering a positive culture, and driving growth. When leadership is lacking, it's like trying to sail a ship without a captain. The crew may be skilled, but without direction, they'll struggle to reach the destination. That's where I come in. I help CEOs and leaders fill those leadership gaps, create fertile ground for their teams and business to flourish. If you're tired of solutions that don't hit the mark, or if you know your team could be performing better, it might be time to consider a leadership coaching. Let's work together to turn your business around and create measurable results. Like this post if you agree that leadership coaching can be a game changer. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever worked with a leadership coach? What was your experience? Now, this has different elements. It has a hook, it has main points, it has a call to action, and it has hashtags. If you had to create this yourself, this would not take you this much time to do, like literally a few seconds to do. The beauty of Evie AI is you can also enter a prompt here if you want to change this. And you can also do it within LinkedIn. So if I'm going to go into LinkedIn right now, share this tab instead, look, I did it right within LinkedIn. You see that? But I used 3.5, so it wasn't as good. It was still good. You see that? It was a good post, but it wasn't as good. It didn't format it as nice as I have it. I have to edit it more. So I have to go back first and foremost, blah, blah, blah. Do you see that? So you can take the same prompt, put it into 3.5, put it into 4, test it out, see which one works better. And if you close this by mistake, you didn't lose everything. You didn't lose that content that was created because everything gets saved. So if I go back into Evie AI, I'm going to share this tab instead, and I click on the home button, you're going to see I have these 2 posts over here. And I can easily go here, copy it, and then paste it as a post. So everything that I've ever done in Evie AI gets stored. And with the premium version, you can see every single thing you've ever done with the tool. It all gets saved for you so that you could always go back and get old posts or old information that you created, that you tested it out, and learn what to do to get better results. Okay, I'm curious to know, what did you think so far? I'm going to share this tab over here. What did you think so far about Evie AI? About these tools? And do you want me to jump into ChatGPT and show you a recent conversation I had with a tool that is extremely powerful? I'm curious to know, do you want me to write ChatGPT in the chat? Write Mastermind if you want more information about my AI Mastermind, where we go through 20 different tools and we help people be able to grow their business. Let me know what you thought about the tool so far, if you thought it was helpful for me to share this. And I showed you a couple things. I showed you how to leave comments. I showed you how to reply to direct messages. I showed you how to add a persona. I showed you how to comment on it. Was this helpful? Was this not helpful? What did you learn? What did you see? And do you want me to jump into ChatGPT right now and kind of show you how I work ChatGPT to create stuff? Okay. Mark says, yes, ChatGPT, please. Thanks. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else? Leadership way better than ChatGPT 3. Can Evie AI work within Buffer? Yes, it can work. You first use it as the platform. You create whatever you want, and then you just paste it into Buffer. Yes, so you can use it with Buffer. Create the post inside evieai.com, app.evieai.com, then paste. Oop. I don't know what's going on over here. My keyboard's messed up. Then paste into Buffer. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's jump into ChatGPT. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today, and we're kind of reviewing this stuff together. We are going to have a proper webinar coming up soon, and I promised that I'd be going more live, sharing more AI tips and tricks. So this is me keeping my promise of joining you guys using artificial intelligence and kind of messing around. Teaching you and stuff. If you guys want to learn more about the mastermind, just type in mastermind in the chat, and I'll share more information about the mastermind that we're launching, where you get me for 3 hours once a month, and we kind of chill together and do stuff. Okay, so let's go into ChatGPT. I'm going to go to chat.openai.com. That's how you get into ChatGPT. Okay, so now ChatGPT is literally just a chat. That's all what it is. It's literally just a chat. It's open. It's a little screen like this. All the things should load up on the left side over here. You see all these things load up on the left side? So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to show you top German words. So I said, what are the top 10 business phrases someone should learn in German? You see that? And I can actually learn these words. Business is doing well. Can we schedule an appointment? I'm curious to know, what language would you like to learn, or what language do you currently know that you'd like to know better from a business perspective? I'm curious to know. Go ahead in the comments. Let me know right now. What language would you like to learn, or what language would you like to improve the business vernacular, the business vocabulary that you currently have for a particular language? I'm curious to hear from you. So go ahead in the chat. Let me know. So let me show you a chat that I did yesterday. So I was coming up with some blog content for EviAI for the website. And so I said, first, I want to train you to be able to write a blog content for my blog, eviai.com/blog. Now, I'm curious to know, how many of you actually have blogs? Do you have a blog? Right, I have a blog. Or if you need a blog, say, I need a blog. I'm curious to know, do you have a blog, or do you need a blog? In the chat, let me know. The reason why blogs are so good is because they help you with search engine optimization. And it really helps you rank really well. And some people think, oh, if you use AI, it's not going to rank. Well, it's not true. Google recently said that it'll allow user-generated content from AI to rank just as well as, it doesn't care who produces the content, it just cares that the content is actually good. So I like training AI using a Q&A. So what is EviAI? What features does it have? All this type of stuff. How does EviAI work inside LinkedIn? Who's the founder of EviAI? What are the benefits? And then I have it kind of rewrite it in a more succinct way so that it understands itself. This is really important, to have AI kind of summarize the things that you tell it and organize it in a proper way. So you see the way it organized it in a proper way. So it took this right over here and it organized it for me. So now I have this for future chats, and I kind of saved that. And it's a blog post on its own. But then I gave it very specific instructions. I said, act as an expert brainstorming content marketing tool and provide me with 10 topics to post about on LinkedIn. Use conversational, Spartan tone, and don't overuse corporate jargon. Now, in my masterclass, I kind of break down why I told it to include all these different things and what not to do as well. But here's some background about LinkedIn, from LinkedIn, and then I basically told it a little bit about EviAI, and it came up with a bunch of different posts, a bunch of different topics. Why you need a second set of eyes, the secret to engaging, crafting direct messages, connection notes, recommend it, because it knows everything the tool can do already. So now it wants me to create a blog post for each individual one of these things. Now, I don't really have time to sit here creating all these blog posts. I'm going to have AI kind of do this for me. So I came up with my own 9 ideas, and I said, you know what? Here are some 9 ideas. Can you come up with another 9 based on these and make these ideas better? So I took my 9 ideas and made it much more marketing friendly. You see that? For example, master the custom AI prompts for authentic LinkedIn engagement from custom prompting best practices when leaving comments on LinkedIn. You see that? For LinkedIn engagement. So it kind of made it more professional. It kind of took those 9 and made it much more professional. But then it gave me another 9 ideas. The future of LinkedIn, from rookie to rock star, avoiding the pitfalls, the role of AI, gaining competitive edge, staying ahead of the curve. By the way, are you enjoying this? Write enjoying this in the chat if you are enjoying this. I'm curious to know if you guys are enjoying this right now, if this is fun for you, and you would like to see more. Just let me know in the comments. The more you comment with me, the more you engage with me, the more likely it is that I'll go on live in the future, because I need people to engage with me. It's like you're almost giving me energy to keep going. Otherwise, I could just hop off. So just engage with me. Just like when you're in a conversation. If I'm on a date with somebody, or if I'm out in a business meeting with someone and I'm just talking and they're not replying to me, then I just want to end it. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, I'm done. Or a phone conversation with someone. The more you engage with me, the more I'm motivated to keep going, and the more fun I'm having also. I have fun when I engage with you. So go ahead in the comments, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about this so far. Let me know if you have a blog, if you don't have a blog, let me know what you want your blog to be about, and so on. Would you send me the post you created for me? Yes, Dottie, I will send you that post. Why can't I see all the comments on my laptop? I see the comments on my phone, on my LinkedIn app. Weird. If you want to see the comments on your laptop, just go to this place. Let me share this tab instead real quick. Go to this place. Go to my recent activity. click on comments, and then click on recent, and you'll be able to see all the comments over here. See that, Dottie? That's the place where you see all the comments. So if anybody's watching this live right now, go ahead, leave me a comment, engage with me. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're alive. And then you can just hit refresh when you get a chance. And then you can see all the people that are leaving the comments. This way you know if people are actually engaging with your LinkedIn Live or not, and so on. So I do recommend going to my profile, seeing all my recent posts, and then loading the comments. It does take a moment to load those comments and so on, and then change it from most relevant to most recent. And that's a little hack to be able to see all the live comments that are happening. There are other ways to do it, but this is the way that anybody can do it, not just me. If you're ever on a live with somebody and you want to be able to see all the comments that were left and reply to all the comments and engage with the people, that's what you do. You click on most relevant and you change it to most recent. LinkedIn's going to be changed it. They have to change it because this is a broken way to do it. But I figured out this is the best way to do it. Okay, let me go back into ChatGPT. I'm going to share this tab instead. Whenever you see the purple icon, Dottie, that means you're using ChatGPT 4. The green icon means you're using 3. Also on the top, it says ChatGPT 4 on top here. You see that? Okay, so I am using 4 for this. Okay, so I said, let's cut to the fluff and get to the point. Here's 10. Then I gave it 9. I said, give me another 9 and tighten up my 9. And then I said, I want to create 3 blog posts out of these ideas. For you to understand what every idea does, which 3 would you pick? Out of these 18, I told to prioritize 3. So it gave me these 3. I said, okay, which other 3 would you do next? So it gave me another 3. Okay, so now I have my top 6 out of 18 blog posts that I'm going to focus on creating first. So here's what I said. I said, create a blog post about the best ways to use Evie AI to create content to post on LinkedIn. Write in a conversational, Spartan, non-business jargon tone. Use transition words. Use an active voice. Write over 1,000 words. A blog post should be a beginner's guide style. Add a title, subtitle to each section. It should have a minimum of 6 sections. Include the following keywords: LinkedIn AI, posting on LinkedIn, and content for LinkedIn. Create a good slug for the post and meta description with a maximum of 100 words and add it to the end of the blog post. Okay, so now if you want to learn how to prompt engineer like this to create this is an incredible post. Now, I still had to modify this and make it even better. I took this and made it even better. I took all this content over here and made it even better, but this is really good first draft. Very conversational. I have the slug. I have the meta description. There are clearly 6 sections and subsections. I was able to spend about 10 minutes on this blog post and make it a killer blog post. So if you're not, let me just emphasize something. Let me go back into my video mode here. If you're not using AI today to help you, and you don't have a marketer with 30 years experience guiding you through the process of using AI, you're not going to be sure how to properly leverage it. If you want to do like your tax return or create tax strategies, you use ChatGPT with a tax advisor because the tax advisor knows what to prompt it. ChatGPT knows everything already. You just have to learn how to work it together with someone who's already an expert in that field. Does that make sense to you? Put a $ in the chat if that makes sense to you. So ChatGPT is not about using it alone. I know someone who's building software to use ChatGPT with other people. Like you log into it with other people and you both have a conversation with the AI, which is extremely powerful. That doesn't exist yet right now, and someone is actually actively building that. So I'm curious to know, what would you like to learn? Would you like to learn how to use AI assistants like ChatGPT? Would you like to learn how to create content? Like I just showed you, there are many other tools that automatically put the prompts for you in. Would you like to create images, video editing? Would you like to learn how to create presentations, how to create voice cloning so you can make podcasts out of your own voice, how to use AI avatars? Which one of those things do you want to learn? In the chat, let me know. We actually have a course that we launched called newaicourse.com. And that course is really fantastic. We had over 1,000 people use it. And many of them said, Joe, I want to join your monthly masterclass, your mastermind group. So we launched our mastermind group. We're calling it the AI Circle for Business Development, the Evergreen AI Business Development Circle. I'm really excited about that. And if you want to join that, just let me know. Just type in mastermind in the chat and I'll send you some information. We actually are running a special deal for the first couple people that join it. So we still have some room for the deal. Let me know what I can do to add value to your life. I would love to know what can I do to add value to your life. Thank you so much for being with me here. Thank you for being in my life. I really, really appreciate you and honored to be here and supporting you. Let me know what you think of eviai.com if you're using it, if you're not using it, whether you're watching the live or the replay. Let me know in the chat. Just type in live replay. And let me know if you want me to do this again. Say, do it again, Joe. Do it again. And I can just jump on a regular basis. But again, I want to make sure that people are engaging with me, both in the live and the replay, so that I know to do these things again. I just spent 45 minutes on this. I'm going to wrap because I got to go to a meeting. But thank you so much for being in my life, and I'll see you soon. Boom.